I don't know, that one's hard for me. I like to consider all of God's creatures equal.
Okay. So what's your answer?
So someone definitely dies, and an animal maybe dies,
Yeah, the
but
person
definitely gets hurt.
yeah, the person definitely dies and the animal definitely goes through pain. That's the information we have.
That's it.
That's it. And the person is a stranger.
Hey, girl. Um, I don't know.
What's your name?
I'm Eleanor. What's your name?
Eleanor?
Mhm.
My name's David.
It's nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. E-L L or just one L?
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
Mhm.
Cool. Good to meet you. So what are you studying here?
I'm pre-business and psychology.
Pre-business and psychology?
Mhm.
Ooh, okay. Cool. What got you interested in that?
I'm not really sure. I really like the concepts of like how the brain works and like why people make decisions, and I feel like that's psychology, and then I like to apply that to the business world of like, oh, why people want to buy things, or why people like are more interested in things, why something catches someone's attention. Like,
Okay. So like how our mind helps us make decisions, that kind of thing? Okay, cool. And you wanted to talk about animal testing?
sure.
Is that something that affects your behavior?
I wouldn't say that my behavior is fully affected by it. I don't do that much for it. I wish I did do a little more for it, but I thought it'd be a little more in-depth topic that we could talk about.
Okay. How does animal testing affect you?
Well, I guess I use the products that are people use for animal testing to like make and like make sure it's safe for people.
Okay.
And
So
I
you're,
feel,
you're a consumer that animal testing helps protect, would you say?
I guess.
Okay. All right. So what do you want to say about animal testing?
I think it's wrong.
It's wrong? Okay.
I do. But unfortunately, I am a consumer of the products of it. So
Okay. What's wrong about it?
I don't think all of it's probably wrong. I'm sure there's things that are more ethically leeway. But I feel like the things that they do for like things that don't matter as much, maybe like makeup products or like I think injuring the animals or like keeping them like stuffed in cages and like they get like these traumatic experiences for the animals. And I think it's sad,
Okay.
and I think some of it's unnecessary.
All right. So unnecessary testing is when it's wrong?
Yes.
Okay. Can you think of an example of when it's okay?
Um, I don't like to think that it's okay ever, but it when it comes to things of like medicine and like those things, I think it's a little more depending on the situation, it's a little more ethically. I feel like when they do it ethically, it's not as bad, but I don't like it anyways.
Okay. Sounds like you're putting it on a spectrum where it's kind of all bad, but sometimes it's less bad than others.
Yeah, it's kind of how I feel.
Okay. And so what would be the best reason to test on animals?
I think it also depends on what type of testing you're doing, like how you're doing it, and like
What would be the least bad example of animal testing?
I think the least bad example of animal testing would be like um they do it to an animal that maybe, well, I think they should do it for like the goodness of like helping society and people, like if COVID or something, like when they're trying to find medicines and vaccines and like maybe testing out on an animal first, that, and then like not making it a painful experience for the animal.
Okay, so is pain the main reason why you think it's wrong or bad?
I also just think that you should let the animal live its life and like you shouldn't have it caged up and doing experiments on it.
Okay. If we were able to let an animal live its life for the most part and not have it in a cage and it not cause pain, would you be in favor of it?
So basically you're just like doing an experiment on it that doesn't really affect the animal.
Yeah.
Okay,
Essentially.
then I can't currently think of a reason why that would be that bad if it gets to live out most of its life or all of its life and then it's having a harmless experiment done on it that has no real effect to it, then the animal might not really understand what's going on anyways.
Okay. So you're open to maybe that happening, and if that happened, you'd be in favor of it?
I think so. I feel like I would need to know the exact situation,
Sure, yeah.
but
Okay. What if animal testing were done to help other animals? Would you be in favor of that?
is it the same thing of like it's harmless and the animal gets to live out most of its life?
Let's try the other end first, where it does cause harm to one animal, but it saves 1,000 other animals. Would that be all right?
And it's only happening to one animal that this happens to, but it would save thousands of another species?
Or maybe even the same species?
I don't know. I think it's hard because you can't get consent from an animal to like
Okay.
determine its.
So consent. What what's keeping you the most from being in favor of animal testing? Pain or can't give consent?
I feel like emotionally pain, but then like logically speaking, consent I would say is a big factor.
Consent holds more weight than pain in animal testing for you?
Well, I feel like they both hold weight. Like if you put something in pain, then that would be like you shouldn't do that, and then if it can't consent, then you can't do anything.
Okay. So if we have a pie chart, what would be a bigger piece of the pie? Pain or consent for you?
Um, I guess pain, but I feel like the fact that they can't consent is a very important.
Sure. Okay. And if they couldn't feel pain, or if pain wasn't involved, you're more likely to be in favor of it?
No, because they still can't consent. So I would say it's just slightly.
Okay. All right. What if it was used to help humans? Like if we had to put an animal through pain, one animal, and it saved like 100,000 people, would that change? Would you shift at all in that circumstance?
Yeah,
You would?
100,000 people.
Yeah.
I feel. Oh, sorry. um, I mean, it's like for the greater good, but it's also very bad and not.
Yeah, it's not
It's not
necessarily good, but
a.
you'd be more in favor of it because it's
Yeah.
okay. How many people, what's the least amount of people that it would take to help for you to be not so, um,
For me to still favor it.
yeah. Like, what's the lowest amount of people it would have to help for you to be okay with it?
Well, in like what case? Like, would it be like if I didn't do it, then it would hurt and affect more people, or would it just affect those people? Like if it was like a vaccine or something, then it could affect more than just those like individual like originally affected people.
Well, we said 100,000, right?
Mhm.
First, uh, and you said that you'd be in favor of it.
Yes.
How about 50,000?
And this animal's and it is experiencing pain.
Yeah,
And these people are like dying, like they'll like are dead if it happens.
sure.
Okay, then yeah.
50K? How about 10,000?
Does the animal live or does the animal die in the end?
We don't know.
How long does the process go out for?
Not sure.
Like, is it drawn out or is it like a quick, like, oh, like it gets injected with something, it goes bad, it dies in like a few hours?
All the information we have is how many people are saved and that the one animal goes through pain. That's all the information we have.
Okay, then yeah, I would do the next number.
10,000? Okay. How about 100 people?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think people are, well, I think it's just because the thing of like the masses, like you want to help the majority that you can.
Okay. How
So
about 10 strangers?
10 is more than one.
Okay. How about one stranger?
So you're asking basically if I consider the animal's life equivalent to the humans?
Sure. Or the animal's pain. The animal doesn't necessarily die. We don't know.
But you don't know, so like it could.
It could, yeah. But all the information we have is that the animal goes through pain to save one stranger.
So we know nothing about the person.
Right. And one's more than zero.
It's hard. I keep hitting this. I'm so sorry.
It's okay.
I don't know. That one's hard for me. I like to consider all of God's creatures equal.
Okay. So what's your answer?
So someone definitely dies, and an animal maybe dies.
Yeah, the
But
person
definitely gets hurt.
Yeah, the person definitely dies and the animal definitely goes through pain. That's the information we have.
That's it.
That's it. And the person is a stranger.
Hey, girl. I don't know.
Cool.
I don't know.
Thanks for stopping.
Yeah.
Do you have any questions or anything else you want to say?
Is there a reason you're doing this?
Yeah, to help people.
Think on a deeper level and like ask themselves questions about their opinions and like
Yeah,
truly think of the reasoning behind what they think.
exactly.
That's kind of cool. Do you like look at the film after, or is it just like what's the point of filming it?
I put it on YouTube.
Oh.
There,
Hey guys.
there's a QR code here and over here. If you scan that, it'll take you to the channel.
Where?
It's over on the sidewalk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that's where they go.
Okay. Do you get like money from this, or do you have any?
Nope. I live off donations.
Oh, okay.
Like people donate.
Cool.
People that find this valuable.
Do you cut the clips, or do you just post the whole video?
I post the whole video.
Okay, I like that.
The only time that I cut things out is if they say their last name and they don't want their last name in it, or if they say like where they work.
Oh, so like if it's like private information.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. I mean, unless they're promoting themselves in some way, I leave that. But it's up to them. But yeah, I don't cut stuff out.
Okay, because I was like, I'd rather the whole video be posted.
Yeah, that way, people don't think that you're saying things that you're not, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Well, this is kind of cool.
It's really coming down.
Eleanor. Eleanor.
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Thanks so much for stopping.
Yeah, of course. Thank
Yeah.
you. That was kind of fun. It was definitely like a little like making me think about my opinions.
Yeah. Is that a good thing?
It is a good thing. People should think about their opinions.
Okay, why?
Well, it's important to understand why you're saying things, why you're voting for things. Everyone should vote. Why you're like, I don't know, you should be educated on your opinions and your thoughts.
Cool.
And if you're not, then you should do your research, which I probably should, considering that. Because I went. But
Cool.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks again.
Yeah, of course.
You want to do one?